thinking about my progression. Living my life by the second. I'm still alive, it's a blessing. Eyes on the prize, no guess.
Yeah, we're going again. Then I place again. So hey, tell me something now. Whoever got Egypt yet? With the Giza pyramids then there? Yeah. That's one place where I definitely with Africa. I know what I want. Africa go there in the future. I always talk about that from my little pitney. More go there. But anyway, may I say a thing where scientists are terrified about the pyramids. You understand? I'm gonna bet so when I think we terrified them, maybe be the way how the pyramid built. Because a long time them always talk that. But anyway, we're going to 15 reasons now why them scientists they afraid, terrified by the pyramids. You understand? And me just feel say that gonna be one. How them build. Yeah man. We could go in it now.
10 amazing reasons why the Egypt pyramids terrify scientists. The pyramids are some of history's most iconic structures, but so much about them is clouded in mystery and unexplainable origins.
Big up Crunch. You understand? Crunch are the provider for the content where we'll go through today. You understand? 10 reasons why the scientists are terrified by the Egypt pyramids. I am always interested in going to the Giza pyramids and even other pyramids, because even the other one in Brazil with them in the South America with them discover. But I want to go there sort of if you marvel at the way it built and so forth. So I could go in there now.
Here are 10 amazing reasons why the Egypt pyramids terrify scientists. Number 10, each brick weighs from 2 to 50 tons. Imagine the transportation cost of carrying 2 to 50 tons of any item today. It would probably be an insane amount no matter what you're carrying, despite all the technological advancements that we've made today that make doing something like this much easier than ever before. Now, go back 5,000 years, and they...
Yeah, I always wonder, you know. I always wonder how them carry the stone them.
We're carrying 2.5 million of these blocks that weighed up to 50 tons, all within a 12-year time frame.
How they carry them? But they use camel. Hey, some hidden technology there in the past, you know. Oh, we don't know about, you know. Yeah, to me, things just a revolve right round back. You understand? So I feel a certain technology they bought from a long time, where we yet to discover. Trust me.
And that's for the Great Pyramid alone. While 12 years is admittedly a long time for a construction project today, for the time these pyramids were built, it's downright miraculous and highly confusing to scientists how the ancient Egyptians were able to build something like this without any support from modern technology at all. Maybe we haven't advanced so much as a civilization after all. Number 9. The pyramids aren't even close to how they originally looked. This fact makes scientists, historians, and archaeologists sadder than it makes them scared. And that's because much of the pyramid's original exterior has been lost to time because of natural deterioration, disasters, or looting. While the original structure, which is arguably the most important part, continues to withstand the test of time, the same can't be said for the incredible detail that was on these structures that were the finishing touches to this monument for the pharaohs. The pyramids were made of massive...
Hey, I know. So them things are supposed to be pretty. Oh, they're supposed to be pretty, you know, when they back in them days there, when you pass and I look up and all that, cause it's supposed to be pretty. With them say limestone, them say build it. Yeah. So you know limestone and the white thing, the white lime there, the lime dust there. Imagine now when you pass and a gates man a big white pretty pyramid. Oh. Yeah, man, I well want to go to do if you see it. If you see the thing and go up to the tip if you see that thing there, yeah man.
Limestone blocks that we see today. But covering all of that up was a coating of a somewhat rarer white limestone. The white limestone was considered to be the main attraction for the pyramids when they were built, as it would shine like a diamond in the desert whenever the sun would reflect on them. There aren't any plans of restoring the white limestone, which means we may never be able to see the pyramids how they were meant to be seen. Number 8. They were able to survive without scientific technology. We've already mentioned how amazing it is that these pyramids were built such a long time ago, on a scale that wouldn't be seen for thousands of years after they'd already been built. And we've also mentioned how the original structure withstood the test of time. But that's not just some passing comment. It's absolutely ridiculous how these pyramids are still standing today. Out of all of the 7 wonders of the world, the Great Pyramids of Giza are the only structures on the list that continue to stand, despite the fact that they're older than each of the other 6 wonders. Even other pyramids found
well built. I tell you, look on them, you can see them well built. I tell you, man.
around the world have failed to bear the scrutiny of time, and are all usually partially damaged or simply too small to be compared to the Egyptian ones. The question of how these pyramids were protected is something that confuses scientists to this day. Number 7. The Pyramid of Khafre is not the tallest. This is one fact that wasn't even well known until just a few hundred years ago. If you've seen any pictures of all the pyramids together, you'll be able to see that Khafre, the pyramid in the center that seems bigger and taller than the rest, towers above them all. While it does tower above them, it's actually because it's constructed on higher ground than the rest of them. In reality,
true, if you look on it like the map view, yes, it will look like the other little one, the Giza, the little, the other little one where you see up over the other one. Them, if you look good, really taller than them, it just land a little higher. It just build up on a higher little hill, like, you understand? And the other one them build up on a flat. So it look like that one, they're the bigger one, but it the biggest one, and the one in the middle, the center one. As you can listen to this and you will hear them name, the different names of them. Yeah.
The Pyramid of Khafre is about 136 meters tall and was originally around 143 meters tall. The Pyramid of Khufu alongside it is actually taller from the ground up at 1,385 meters tall. And that pyramid was originally about 100.
Yeah, the Khafre pyramid, that's the one in the middle. Oh, so a Giza pyramid is the one where we think of the tallest one with the build up on the top there. Oh, me just call all of this a Giza, because you see it, when we check history and so forth, we have to look in depth and research about things. Yeah, man, like them, yeah. Come here, I tell you, this was a nice figure, man. And just climb up on the top, man. I don't know if they would allow you to do that.
146 meters tall. The Khafre pyramid still remains the pyramid that's in the best condition, with part of the white limestone still visible on it. Number 6. The granite coffer inside the pyramid. We've learned a lot of things from science and historians about the Great Pyramids, but this is certainly not one of them. There is a granite coffer located inside one of the pyramids. And while that isn't really a remarkable discovery, considering how grand the pyramids themselves are, there is the one really special thing about that granite coffer. It's too big. The granite coffer is simply too big to fit inside the room it's in. There's no possible way it would have gotten in there without damaging the entry.
So what then do them build it inside there? Them build it inside there. Or man, them left that part that open, and put the coffer in there. Then them lock it back. Man, that then do. Then them build the wall over there. So after like they left that space in the wall. Well, I don't know. I can't explain. Maybe the best thing what me can say, build it inside there.
Or coffer itself, unless the room was actually built around this. Scientists have tried to look.
You see it, unless the room is built around it. Yeah, it must build inside, or build it and then build the room around it, or them set certain structure and certain things that they want in the pyramid, and then them build the thing them around them. You understand? Yeah, that's a good explanation.
For answers, but have always come back empty-handed. Number 5. The various theories about their origin. You've probably heard some of these theories before, but because the Egyptian pyramids have a history that's clouded by mystery and Since the pyramids were made at a time where it would have normally been impossible to build something of this scale, some people believe that there might have been extraterrestrial help in their construction, and that the pyramids might be a base for extraterrestrial landings in the future, or may have been one in the past. Of course, scientists won't ever rule out everything, even if it's something as unlikely as this. We may never truly know the story behind these magnificent structures. Number 4, the temperature inside the pyramids. Air conditioning is truly a luxury that we all take for granted in the 21st century. But in ancient Egypt, they didn't have such luxuries. Despite not having any access to electricity or machines that could cool air, the Great Pyramids of Giza.
You see all them place there used to hot, a desert them there, you know, man. So you can imagine this all you say so hot, so you can imagine in the pyramid. Yeah, alright. Right now we live in a house with deck. And you can tell you in summer you get hot. I tell them, man. With deck of the slab top house, yeah. You can so imagine this so with thick with thing. They must put something in it to keep it cool, and them days AC no exists. And now when you look on the pyramid from outside, you know see no window, so more to see. Where them put in it to keep it cool.
Giza are all about 20 degrees Celsius on the inside, with the temperature never exceeding that point. Considering the temperature in the desert can get upwards of 50 degrees Celsius, that's a remarkable feat in and of itself that ancient Egyptian engineers were smart enough to construct something that self-regulates the temperature. Number 3, it was built without slaves.
Smart. Them build okay.
One common misconception about the pyramids is that they were probably built by chained slaves who were forced to carry heavy blocks of limestone on their backs somehow. But that theory, which was usually peddled by ancient Greek historians who tried to make sense of the pyramids' construction, has been proven to be false. In more recent times, workers' living quarters have shown that they lived quite luxurious lives. They were usually hand-picked among the best workers in the empire, and there were even nearby cities and settlements where they grew their own food and lived with their families if they had one. Working conditions weren't nearly that bad either. Ancient Egyptians were recently uncovered to have access to post holes, ramps, and stairs that would allow them to transport these large blocks, although with
Okay. All type of things built up there on the part to make the stone them easier to move. Okay. So them smart, be a brain work used to go on back in the days. So technology better now, but people are using brain less now, and that we are trying to say. Back in the days, people used to use their brain more and think more about how they can get this thing done. And now the technology now make people think less, I guess. I don't know. And that me figure, you know. Technology, because you say, this can do this for me, so I don't have to even think about to do it. Back in the days now, when it never existed, and so come the technology come anyway, because the man sitting and think, how me can get this done without mash up that or broke this or mash up myself or get this up the hill easy, you know, how me can do it. Them used to think more back in the days them to do things.
a lot of workers. Number 2, they're not the only pyramids in the region. The Great Pyramids of Giza are one of the most well-known pieces of architecture in the history of mankind. Few other buildings, even megastructures that were built thousands of years after these, failed to live up to the grandeur and spectacularity of these few structures. However, while they may be monumental, they're far from the only pyramids in the region. Numerous other pyramid complexes exist both within and outside the borders of Egypt. In fact, the country with the most pyramids in the world isn't even Egypt. Bordering Sudan, which was once the center of the Nubian civilization that was closely linked to Egypt, is home to more pyramids than anywhere else on Earth, over 220. This
It's like a pyramid village right there, so.
really makes you and scientists wonder how many pyramids still exist in the region that we simply have yet to uncover.
No, but me know pyramid in South America right now too. I never remember what name. We have a couple big pyramid in South America, I think. Yeah. Now Brazil, I should think.
Number 1, it was the tallest building on Earth for thousands of years. And finally, something that doesn't actually confuse scientists as much as it fascinates them is that nothing of the Great Pyramid scale would be built for thousands of years. The Great Pyramid of Giza, or the Khufu Pyramid, was built around 2500 BC, and it was only around 13.
Oh, so the pyramids, them actually are Giza pyramids. Oh, so the middle one named Khufu. Okay. So I'm right, I call them Giza pyramids.
100 AD, almost 3,000 years later, when the tower of the Lincoln's Cathedral in England would finally surpass that height. In terms of skyscrapers, it wasn't even until the 20th century that we were finally able to make one that surpassed its height with the Singer Building in Manhattan. Those were the 10 amazing reasons why the Egypt pyramids terrify scientists. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.
Good, yeah. I want to see them for myself. I'm sure people would want to see them things for themselves. Because they may represent civilization where black people used to have from back in the ancient days. You understand? I mean, no, I want to go there for see it for yourself. Try climb up on the top of the pyramid or something. Go inside and view the different room and the thing will make inside cool and thing. And see the desert though. These are the deserts. Yeah, the pretty desert around Egypt. I never go in one desert, one real desert yet. But anyway, that's so it go. Enough place there for us go. A lot of places are there for us to go. And I feel so we must always make it a duty. Or people must make it a duty to travel to different places and get experience. It's important. You understand? Alright. One more day. Out.
Yeah, I don't show them the best of me. Show them the best of me. Show them the best of me.